Hey everyone, I wanted to kind of let you guys know that there's a change in the Google Search Console. It's data filtering and comparison inside of performance reports. So, if you all know, I'm not a big rah, let's jump on the Google Search Console bandwagon. However, some of this data, in particular, the performance tab, is actually really useful when you're doing keyword research and you're monitoring what's going on your websites, in particular to your organic traffic. Now, again, this data is not any way, I don't want to say it's not completely accurate, but it's running off of a database that's separate from what these Google search results are running off of. And they are synced to each other using caffeine. However, they're not always right. And in particular, like the query position, that is not the average position is not very helpful at all. But the impression stuff is really decent insight into some of the keywords that your pages are being shown for. The queries are decent information to show some of what your pages are being shown for, while the average position is probably, I don't know, at best 25% accurate. And it's not entirely Google's fault if you think about it. Proximity to search, and then especially if you're in a local space and doing local type of keywords, it could be showing you an average search position of, I don't know, 50, and you not being in the top 100, especially at multi-location sites. That is quite often the case. So just take that for what it is. But this is actually pretty cool. There, it's first is the custom data filtering is actually using Regex to implement that stuff. Um, and so what you do is you just use these regex search queries, and it'll go through and filter your whatever you're doing. So in this case, it's queries, and you want to filter out, a couple things, or you're looking for some combinations. You type some regex in there, and you do some stuff. A good friend of mine recommended this book, Regular Expressions. So I purchased it and got on it. It's Mastering Regular Expressions. Decent book. It's actually older. Maybe you can find some newer stuff, but really it's regex. It's not, rocket science. So, and the value of knowing this is if you get into any coding whatsoever, it kind of, you can use regex and all that stuff. So this is kind of a universal tool set. It's called Regex 101. You can actually come in here and test your regular expressions out if you want to. Here is a GitHub resource on some syntax inside of Regex. Again, the book probably be a whole lot better for you, but if you're using a tool like Screaming Frog or now Search Console, you can leverage that. The other thing inside of here is the comparison mode. I actually think this is pretty cool. But basically, all you do is you want to compare, what's going on before versus after, or mobile versus desktop, that kind of stuff. It's actually pretty interesting. I just tinkered around with it a little bit, just to see what is going on, and I'm just gonna mash something in here. Let's compare. I want to compare. Let's do web results versus videos. I don't even know what web light is. What is web light? There you go. So web light results 21, videos 0. Videos are killing whatever web light is. What is web light? Let's look it up. Web light. Oops. Web light results. Is that Google Discover? Optimizes page to load 4 times faster than the original. Oh, AMP. It's probably AMP. Are lighter, faster and lighter than AMP pages. That's interesting. Let's check that out. Huh. Let me research this, and I'll see what we can do with it, and see if we can get some of these impressions and stuff for Weblight up. I'm not really stressing over it. Let's go. I'm gonna sort this by. Oh yeah, see, Phoenix SEO difference, clicks are difference. Yeah, see, so that's kind of cool. There's some other things you can compare in here. Let's see what else we got. Let's see, page. Compare URLs containing. Let's go URLs containing /SEO versus URLs containing what SEO this week. Let's see what happens. Apply. And SEO this week, 0 clicks, 1. Not too bad. That's kind of cool. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, I know that show gets, some of those shows get clicks eventually. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't promote SEO this week a lot in organic. I use it for internal linking stuff, but really I'm not even addressing organic, so this doesn't surprise me at all. But it's kind of cool seeing those comparisons. Let's do another one. Let's go query campaign Phoenix and Tucson. Nothing. That's interesting. Let's go. What else can we try? Oh. Analysis versus research. There you go. Keyword research services. There's the page. Analysis, research. So what does this tell us? The keyword research is getting more clicks than keyword analysis. So that got to make sense because everyone talks about keyword research, not necessarily keyword analysis. The counter of that is I'm actually ranking pretty decently for one of the strings in that term. The keyword research, keyword analysis services, I'm ranking decently for versus I'm not so much for keyword research services. So now I know that based off of that, and you look at the impressions, they're almost identical, but the research generates more clicks than the analysis does, and that's from page 2. So I should probably be focusing on keyword research. So I'll move over and do that. So that's how you use the compare tool. There is a Regex tool. I don't have any examples for that. Maybe I'll build some of those out for everybody. Just some common queries to do in there, and we'll see how that goes. Hope you find it helpful.